Thanks so much for tuning in. Welcome to The Grateful Girl. I am Kara Thibodeau, the Grateful Girl, and I am a vegan food blogger, recipe developer, and animal rights advocate. So when I first went vegan, I remember this feeling of like, damn, I want a burger so bad. And so I searched and searched on my Uber Eats app, and I found this food truck that had just opened up not too long ago, and it was called Revolution Vegan Kitchen. And my boyfriend and I ordered 2 Texan burgers and a side of curly fries, and we had the mozzarella sticks and their mac and cheese. We were like, okay, is it really gonna taste like what we're used to, because we had just really made that transition of going vegan. And I remember we got the delivery and we sat down and we ate our food, and that was the first time we ate in complete silence. Like, we didn't talk at all during that meal because it was so good. And so that's been our spot since we became vegan. It's the closest spot to us, and it's a fully dedicated menu. And I mean, everything is so good, from their burgers to their mac and cheese to their mozzarella sticks to their tacos. I mean, it's just, oh, so good. So I actually ended up getting a chance to sit down with the creators and the owners, Frankie and Sarah, over this past weekend. And I just kind of got to get inside their brain about how they decided to open up this amazing food truck. And I am so excited to share their interview with you all. So check it out.
Revolutionary food.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
But at the same time, we see social classes and differences and certain. The way we saw it is humanitarian.
It's like a combination of a lot of things, like
ideologies.
The name revolution itself, really. It's a lot of things, and being like specifically vegan. I mean, it's like not just like a plant-based revolution, but just everything else, right?
That's all connected.
Yeah, and really it was like the name, like just that part, the vegan kitchen. I mean, I wanted to keep the name vegan in there somehow because I wanted it to be out there. Like, I know they say don't do that because then they'll be turned off to it, But I thought, like, no, we need to make it, like, people need to see this is what it is. Sometimes you're like, I want to have a sanctuary, I want to save this cow, I want to do it. When I have money, I'm going to do, So it turned into, like, he wanted to, like, farm for the longest time because he's all into, like,
horticulture and botany and biology.
Yeah, so it was like, we can have a farm and we can have a sanctuary like on the farm, and it could be like Revolution Farms and like all this stuff. And I mean, that's really what it was to begin with.
Yeah.
In the future, I'm gonna have this. Am I really gonna have it? Probably not. But that's what it was. So it wasn't really like we're gonna have a real restaurant. It's like in my dreams, we're gonna have a restaurant, and this is what it's gonna be. The name, like, we did apply for the name, and
I think
like
overall, I spend, while it's still in the military, the whole idea and the whole process planning.
It was like the whole last year.
It took me about a whole year to plan out exactly how to do menu designing, how to come out with stuff with the help of her. The only thing I couldn't really grasp on was networking. Or marketing, because in the like we don't do social media. You know what I mean? It's like that's like whatever. But right. For her, it's a little different because we're more involved. Like, especially as she was going to school, and I was just like in the middle somewhere else. Like, I devoted fully to establish everything that I would need for a restaurant. Basically, it was like I estimated 3,000 square feet, about 150 to 200 seats. It would be considered like not fine dining, but a fast chef with like a stage for live music.
Yeah.
And we did it all, like AutoCAD. We did the complete design of the restaurant itself to be eco-friendly.
Oh, wow.
And to do everything. And we even sourced out like specifically what kind of stuff we needed to get to like bring it to the next level.
Yeah.
And everything was lining up until like we came.
Until we got here.
Until we got here, and everybody wants like $1 million
Yeah.
for a little lot, and you're like,
And they get to keep everything.
and then you get
know?
to pay one person wanted $750,000.
Oh my God.
To do a build out, and still I have to pay $12,000 a month.
Oh my
So I'm like,
God, that's
it's like
crazy.
Yeah, I was like,
the cheapest
wow.
was probably like $250,000 to $300,000, like
Yeah, so
for a
it's-
smaller space. But obviously, like
it's
you
a lot of
know,
issues.
you don't get any of that money back,
Yeah.
like whatsoever,
Yeah.
and you still have to pay rent on top of that. You pay
Triple
to fix
net.
their building,
Yeah.
and then you
pay
pay
them to be
more.
there.
Yeah,
Then
Wow.
they can market that as a second generation restaurant.
yeah,
It's
they
like
can-
more profitable.
yeah.
Wow.
So
Yeah, people here depend on the restaurants failing for other restaurants to come in and move in.
Wow.
That's
Interesting.
unfortunately that's the way the food industry goes, and the trends. The easiest part about opening up a food industry or opening up something in the food industry is coming up with ideas. That's the easy part.
Yeah.
Following through with everything else as to where when you have a full team, the quality assurance and quality control has to be measured. You have to like measure everything. So we've done all that.
okay, so this is gonna make no sense for why I did it. Okay. Why? Okay, I had a friend who posted on her Facebook that she was celebrating her 5-year vegetarian anniversary.
Okay.
But she eats fish and all this stuff.
Okay.
And I'm like, number one, that you are not a vegetarian. So I thought, I'm gonna one-up her and go vegan for 30 days.
I love that.
I never even knew a vegan, heard of a vegan. It was just like, I'm just gonna do this just to show you, right? 30 days, I'm gonna eat salad. So like, I was like, okay, well, first of all, I like watched, you know, like Food Matters, Forks Over Knives, tried to watch Earthlings, but that was like 5 minutes. I was like,
Yeah, I
done.
can't do this.
And then, but even then, like, I didn't do it right away. Like, I was like, there's a pint of Ben and Jerry's that needs to be eaten first. So I can't just leave that in there. So he deployed, so that year, that was the summer. It was probably like the end of June, July. And then he left in August. So I had a friend who was like, hey, let's do this together as a challenge. Because I posted like, hey, I think I want to. No, I didn't post. One of my other friends who lived in New York at the time was like, I've been vegan for 7 days. And I was like, oh wow, that's the first time I've heard of anybody being vegan. So like, this is what I want to try to do for 30 days, right? And she was like, buy a 30-day vegan challenge book, right? So I'm not gonna buy the book, right? I'm gonna go to Barnes and Nobles and I'm gonna read the whole damn thing. And then she has pictures of everything, like alternatives. So I was like, holy, I'm not gonna eat salads. Like, I'm gonna eat all this stuff.
I was out there, and over there, we ate processed food all the time, and it was like, how can we perform at our maximum, at our best? It was junk food.
Yeah.
And a couple of us started growing potatoes and tomatoes and stuff like that.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
But I due to my job and everything, I couldn't like have access to the internet all the time or phone calls. I had a satellite phone, but I call her one night I called her and I was like, hey, what's up? Like, I'm vegan now. I'm like, what is that? What is that? Is that a disease or what? Once I read about it, and due to like a lot of the issues of my job, my previous job, it was very easy for me to switch to a non-violent approach.
That's awesome.
Which is what like my main thing is, like no more violence.
Okay. And then he was like, well, how do I cook this stuff? And I was like, it's like right the way you would normally cook.
Yeah.
Cook the way you would normally cook, just like I use what we have there. That's all like okay.
Yeah.
You know? And so it just like It was just like that, and that was it. It wasn't like.
Is it over there? I would cook for the guys that was in the bake. So and then I like cooking, and I grew up cooking. So it's like I can make it and cooking. But when it was a very difficult transition to go from plant or being omnivore to being vegan.
Yeah.
And the first thing I asked her, like, one of the first things, like, how in the hell am I gonna get my protein?
Yeah.
I was
everybody's first question.
I was going to the gym. I was like 165 pounds, just like trying to destroy everything. And I'm like, she was like, you're too much protein and too much gym time. And I was like,
disgusting. Like,
yeah.
You are on too many supplements.
How did you feel like after making the transition? Did you feel the change?
I lost a lot of weight.
No, I lost the weight, but not the
normally
performance.
Skinny,
Yeah.
Before, because like I said, I was training for specialized teams. You have to be your best performance. It doesn't matter size.
Yeah.
It's about the performance. So in our job, like we have to carry a lot of stuff, and it comes into where we need to lift a lot of stuff. So we would heavy train on muscle development and slow down on our basically our endurance and cardiovascular to bulk up. Because once we deploy, we're gonna lose that. The only thing we got when we deploy is calisthenics. We don't have heavy equipment to lift and nothing like that. So we just gotta figure out. So we're gonna lose all that. Going from a dirty protein source or dirty food. It constantly, like my flight physical, my diet physical, like all my physicals were failing from high cholesterol, high sugar, hypotension. Even though I look fit,
you wouldn't know it. You would see him, you'd be like, he looks fit.
I can do like a marathon and be like, I was running like my mile in like 4 minutes.
Wow.
Like I was like fast, so I was like, okay. And then I switched. It was a lot of maintenance you have to do while taking these supplements, and there's a lot of research behind it. Luckily, I'm in the medical field, so I did all my research, and then for my friends too, they're like, "Hey doc, what can I take?"
Yeah.
He's like, "What kind of steroids can I take?" I'm like, "No." Yeah, once you switch over to a plant-based, where you know what to take, what kind of nutrients, what kind of carbs, what kind of lipoproteins or hydrocarbons to take, your energy is there. So right now, like I could have woken up in the morning and go for like 5 miles, come out here and still knock out work because my energy is still high.
Yeah.
But I also like the diet that I am is like with the oatmeal yogurt. It's everything plant-based and everything is as much organic as I can to receive nutrients.
Yeah.
We also try to stay hyper-local because pollution and everything like that. Is we buy something organic from Mexico, where it doesn't benefit anybody. We import it from Mexico all the way over here. Because it's like, that kind of defeats the purpose.
Yeah.
So we try to always stay hyper-local and organic.
I grew up, raised, just eating like a bunch of garbage.
Yeah.
Like, my parents didn't know because, I've had Crohn's disease since I was about like 10 years old.
Oh, wow.
It's like an autoimmune disease. It's affecting like my digestive tract. So I started kind of just eating, I would say maybe like 80 to 90% like plant-based. I wasn't complete vegan. So that was like for about like 4 years, I guess. I started kind of just eating mostly plant-based. And then like after that kind of fell through, I kind of just like lost my way.
Wow.
Eating, so I kind of just like started eating everything again, like regular diet.
Yeah.
But last year, it's been about a year now that I've been like 100% vegan. I kind of just like snapped back, so I just realized a lot better.
Really?
Already having like real bad flare-ups with my disease, so I was like constantly in the hospital, so it's kind of hard to keep that up. But like I've been feeling good for like the past 2 years, 2-3 years, like no problems really. With the last year, like strictly vegan, and like my body, I just feel a lot better.
That's amazing.
Yeah, like I haven't had any issues with that. So.
Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. I hope to do more interviews with some local business owners that are plant-based and vegan as well within my Austin community. If you'd like more information about the interview I did with Frankie and Sarah, if you're local and you want to know what their hours are and some of their daily specials, check out my blog. Stay tuned for more videos, and please let me know if there's anything that you would love me to discuss, whether that be myths about veganism, I don't know, some more recipes. That's going to be coming as well too. So please post your comments below. Let me know what you want to see, and I will do everything I can to make sure I help you make that transition to going vegan.